Hey, what is going on, viewers? Zesty Lum Studios here, and welcome back to another vlog. So I hope you guys are doing okay. I am brilliant. Thank you very much, guys. So yes, just another couple quick update really. So obviously you can read from the title of this video, obviously new computer / Mac, and obviously a kind of mini video of my kind of gaming setup, tour setup, computer setup, whatever you want to call it, which I haven't done yet, being in this house for 1 year. So anyways, yes. So I've always been, just a kind of quick bit of background. So I've always been a PC I call it Windows. I've always been a Windows user. I've always detested Macs for a long time. I always found them confusing, didn't understand them, nothing was compatible with them, as most people knew. And then I bought a MacBook, in fact my MacBook Air down here. I bought a MacBook Air this is 2014 model. I bought a second-hand MacBook Air because I needed a new laptop, and I thought, we all know the MacBook Airs are brilliant for laptops. I really wanted to use it just for kind of basic kind of videos and just out and stuff and about when I'm out and about. I didn't really need a Windows PC I wasn't planning to play gaming on this. I thought, okay, I'll buy a MacBook Air second hand, see what it's like, kind of get used to it. Obviously they weigh nothing, as we all know, so I thought, yeah, I'll pick that up nice and light, nice and slim, everything like that. And to be honest with you, I loved it. It was brilliant. I started doing more stuff and I started editing on it before I got my before I got my last custom PC. So yeah, so I fell in love with it and it's brilliant. Still preferred Windows though at the time. And then I replaced my old PC, which is there. I replaced that with my PC just before I got my Mac, which is down there because it's pretty much died a death, unfortunately, only after a couple of years. And I think the SSD is on its way out already, which is shocking, to be honest with you. I'm not sure, something just went wrong with it, and I tried everything to fix it and this and that, and it's just Windows. It just bogged down and everything. I just had enough of it. So yeah, before that PC blew up, and I said to myself, right, I've never spent serious money on a computer. I've always been console. I've always bought the consoles, which, let's be honest, are 400, 500 quid most of the time. So I've always played console because it's easy, it works, they're supported. You know, all the games are going to be made for it and they're made to run on the system. Whereas the thing about Windows is there's millions of different graphics cards, million different types of chips and RAM and setups and different things, and I don't know PCs. I just don't know PCs. I buy them kind of pre-done because I really wouldn't know where to start building them myself. I'm really not clued up when it comes to graphics cards and PCs and stuff like that. I'm not a PC person in terms of that side to it. So I kind of said, this computer's dying. Now I said to myself, do I take another look at Mac? Because I thought a lot of stuff is compatible with it now. You can play, all the Steam is on there, Epic Games, the Blizzard Net, Battle.net, whatever it's called, is all on there. Now I know a lot of games still aren't compatible with Mac, like most of the Call of Duties, in fact, apart from Black Ops 3, but again, I've got more for the console. But in terms of most of my games, like Planet Coaster and stuff like that, unfortunately Age of Mythology and Empires isn't supported, but I know you can run Windows within Mac on Parallels and stuff like that because I've done my research. So I know you can do that, so don't worry, guys. But I thought, okay, right, you can run Windows with Parallel on the Mac. So I thought, right, if I really need anything Windowsy, then I can run on Parallels. And doing a lot of research on YouTube and stuff like that, I did end up going for a Mac Mini instead of a Mac. I don't need a full Mac and everything like that, or a Mac with a screen in it, just a Mac Mini. Now, again, I was looking at the comparison between the M2 chip, M2 silicon chip, and the kind of, Windows equivalent. The M2 chips are just insane for what they cover. It's all GPU, CPU, and all that, all built in one. It's brilliant, as I'm sure you guys may not be aware with the Mac Mini's chip. It's superb. I will do a video in just a second where I'll flip the camera and show you guys the setup and everything and show you the Mac. But the Mac Mini is literally just like a mini box, and it's about that fat. So I'll show you guys in a second, but literally that's all it is. And the fact it's all of what a PC would be, but in a diddy little box, it's just a win-win for me. Like, you can argue, oh, Apple's this, Apple's that, blah blah blah. I'm sorry, but when you've got a great big massive custom tower PC versus a little square box with everything in it, you can't go wrong with that. I know you can get mini Windows, you know, like computers these days, but they're no top-end gaming PC like a Mac Mini can be with its blooming powerful chip. So the Mac Mini I got, it was a M2 Pro chip. So I didn't get the normal M2 and I didn't get the M2 Max. I got the M2 Pro, the normal kind of gigahertz one, not the upgraded gigahertz one, but you already get this semi-upgraded with the M2 Pro. 1TB SSD and 16 gig of RAM. So yeah, and I got the Pro mainly because as well was it's got 2 extra Thunderbolt ports on the back, and that was my big problem, was all the ports, because I've got, you know, RGB keyboard, RGB mouse, I've got a mouse mat and RGB speakers and dual screens and stuff like that. Again, I've done a lot of research on it, but it all works and it's brilliant. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to it's not on at the moment, so I'm literally going to, it starts up in a second because it's a Mac. So I'm going to stop this video, obviously cut the video, and then I'll flip it around and turn everything on and show you guys the setup or what it looks like. So jump cut. Okay guys, so this is my setup. So obviously I'm on the back camera now, so it should be a little bit different to what the front camera quality is. But yeah, so I'll just take a quick run of how my desk and kind of everything is set up. So it's quite a good desk, you know, it's quite long and strong and everything like that. That's my drink review book. That doesn't always stay there. That's just got where I write, you know, write all my drinks down and stuff. That normally goes over there. Got obviously my watch charger, where my phone magnets onto. There's my ring light. There's where I normally sit. There's my MacBook Air, and there's the drink I was drinking another video. Phone anti-back thing, whatever you want to call it there. Now these are my dual monitor setups, which is what I use. Again, I've got the wallpaper engine, or the Apple equivalent one, shall I say. They're freaking awesome. You can change them, really quality high res images. You know, it's just basically the same as the wallpaper engine. Now I've got my RGB soundbar. This changes all different colors. You can either turn it off, it's multicolored like that. It's freaking awesome. Obviously got my RGB mechanical keyboard, very nice. Again, it will change its color. You can press FN and then change the brightness and everything. Got my RGB mouse, and then obviously got my mouse mat, which again changes color like so. Again, it flashes and does all crazy stuff. Can make it into like a freaking party in it. We'll keep it on blue now. And then I've got my phone charger, MagSafe phone charger. Got my webcam if I ever want to do any videos. Behind here is 2 kind of LED bar strip things, whatever you want to call it. And here is the prize winning bad boy, the M2 Pro Mac Mini. So literally that's how thick it is. You can't really maybe do it justice, but there's my mouse, and that's how thick the Mac Mini is. It literally is so freaking thin. It's incredible. So versus my gigantic power thing, this little box has literally got the insane power. Now I'm just going to show you guys kind of what I've had to do to actually get everything to be plugged in and to work. So there's my spare portable hard drive as well. So basically the ports on here, so literally you've got diddy little power cable. There's your power button. You've got that's kind of hard to see. You've got four Thunderbolts, one of which I've got an adapter, an anchor adapter. I've got one screen in the HDMI, and then the other one you run off the Thunderbolt. And you can run 3 monitors off of the M2 Pro, and then 2 anchor extension USB 3 port 4-port holders, which are decent because they're anchor quality, and they plug in basically with the mouse and the keyboard and everything like that. So it's kind of a bit of a mess of cables. Oh, refocus. It's kind of a mix of cables and a mashup of stuff, but it works. And unfortunately, this is the best I've got, and it comes with 2 USB 3.1 ports. So that's all you've got. So make sure you do get some adapters. Yeah, that's basically the mess of it. Now, even though it's run off Thunderbolt, I got an adapter that goes to HDMI. You can buy Thunderbolt cable straight up. I thought I'll just buy an adapter like that, and then it plugs into HDMI. But literally, that's all it is. So really, really efficient, and I'm just really impressed with how fast the thing runs. It's absolutely insane how fast the computer is. And I've got, you know, everything that you'd expect on there. I may do some more videos on here as well, but I've got, you know, my games and stuff like that. You know, it runs Minecraft, everything like that. So I'm super impressed with it, and you know, you can still get Chrome and everything like that with all your ad blocker and stuff. So yeah, I'm really impressed. So that's kind of the game setup, so you guys kind of know a little bit better on kind of how my setup is. But yeah, any thoughts on it, let me know in the comments below. what you think I should maybe change, upgrade about it, or whatever. But yeah, I definitely think the right thing was getting the Mac. I mean, I'm more than impressed with it. I'm still getting my head around certain things and how a lot of things are back to front to how Windows is, which still kind of annoys me, but I'm sure once I really get to understand it and know it, you know, that won't be an issue. So yeah, but anyways, as always, Jews, thank you for watching, and that is an awesome background. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later.